Reggae Just Extra with Ras Dennis.
Albertine Barrett, widow of Carlton Barrett, a former drummer in Bob Marley's Wailers band, was on October 18, 1991, jailed for 7 years along with the 2 men charged with her for conspiracy to murder her husband. Carlton Barrett was best known for being the longtime drummer for Bob Marley and the Wailers. He is credited with popularizing the one-drop rhythm. Carlton was sadly gunned down at his gate at 12 Bridgemount Park Avenue, Kingston 8 about 9:30 p.m. on April 17, 1987, and the persons responsible for snuffing out the life of the deceased was the wife, Albertine, her boyfriend, Glenroy, and the gunman, Junior Neal aka Bang. This is the tragic story of the murder of Carlton Barrett with Ras Dennis.
This is the place to be for your reggae gist, facts, and culture.
The late Justice Ellis, a retired senior penn judge in passing the 7-year prison term on Albertine Barrett and the other 2 accused, remarked at the time that the case raised the frightening specter of contract murder. He said that a contract murder was very difficult to solve because the contractor was a stranger to the victim, and police investigators therefore had little to go on to find the killer. "You were the author of the plot," the judge told Albertine Barrett as she stood in the prisoner's dock awaiting her fate. She had been recently married, the court was told, and was 7 months pregnant. His lordship added before imposing the sentence on her, "Your attorney, Tavares Fenson, in eloquence and sincerity, mentioned that you had lived a life of living hell with your husband, but it is my view that you could have, drawn from that without resorting to what you did." Sentenced with her were Glenroy Carter, 39, her reputed lover and taxi operator of 15, Great Inn Avenue, Kingston 10, and Junior Neal, 39, also called Bang, a mason, of 19, Seaward Drive, Kingston 11, whom the prosecution alleged was responsible for snuffing out the life of the deceased. But by 1994, after hearing evidence and legal submissions for 12 days, following 2 previous trials and a successful appeal to the Jamaican Court of Appeal, a jury retired for 25 minutes and returned a not guilty verdict in favor of all 3 accused. They were then acquitted. Justice Bingham, later judge of appeal now retired, presided at this trial in the Home Circuit Court. The Crown had alleged that the 3 accused conspired in 1987 to kill Carlton Barrett. Caution statements were allegedly given by the 3 accused to the police in which they were alleged to have said that there was an agreement to kill him for a payment of $20,000. These statements were tendered in evidence. It was also part of the Crown's case that prior to the murder, Carter, a Jamaican who resided in the USA, was on vacation in Jamaica when he met the accused Albertine Barrett, and they became lovers. It was further alleged that the accused, Junior Neal, was contracted to carry out the killing. In their defense, the 3 accused denied giving the statements voluntarily to the police. They claimed they were beaten and forced to do so. Albertine Barrett and Carter were tried twice for the murder. In the first trial, the jury failed to arrive at a verdict. In the second, Justice Panton, later president of the Court of Appeal, ruled that Barrett's caution statement was inadmissible, as the prosecution had not proven that coercion played no part in the taking of her statement. The judge said then that he laid no blame on Detective Superintendent Donald Brown, later ACP retired, who had testified. Carter's statement was admitted into evidence, and he was freed by the jury. Albertine Barrett was defended by attorneys Tom Tavares Fenson, the same attorney who defended Gregory Isaacs when he faced cocaine charges, and others. A Home Circuit Court judge and jury later heard from Detective Superintendent Brown that a team of detectives headed by him began carrying out intensive investigations immediately after the murder. Brown had given evidence later, at an in-camera trial, that the investigations led to the arrest of the three accused, and they each gave caution statements admitting that they were involved in a plot to kill Barrett. Giving evidence in the hearings was Oswald Brown, a justice of the peace, JP, who testified for the Crown. He said he was present when Barrett and Carter gave caution statements to the police. Harold Nimbard, also a JP, said he witnessed a caution statement given by Neal. In these statements, which were tendered in evidence and read to the jury, the three accused allegedly admitted conspiring to murder Barrett. Carter and Albertine Barrett were alleged to have said in their statements that they went to the corner of Seward Drive and Moline Road where they saw Neal aka Bang and asked him if he knew of anyone who could bump off a man. Albertine Barrett is alleged in the statement to have given Bang a photograph of her husband, as well as the license number and make of the car he drove. All this evidence was revealed at a subsequent trial, the result of Justice Patterson ordering a retrial. All three accused were this time convicted for conspiracy to murder Carlton Barrett, a jury having failed to arrive at a unanimous verdict in respect of murder against Albertine Barrett and Carter. It should be noted that at that first trial in 1988, when the case was called, Deputy DPP Hibbert had informed the court that there was a new indictment, conspiracy to murder Carlton Barrett in respect of Neal, who would be tried at a later date. Neal was remanded in custody pending the outcome of the murder charge filed against the other two accused. The retrial took place in 1990 when Carter and Barrett were freed by a jury of the murder charge. But by 1991, after the conviction of all three for conspiracy to murder resulted, an appeal to the Court of Appeal succeeded. Again, a new trial was ordered. Finally, in November 1994, a home circuit court jury, after hours of deliberation, returned not guilty verdicts in favor of all three accused persons, and they walked free. Testifying in his defense, during the period, Neal told the judge and jury that he was beaten by the police and then given a statement to sign. He said that a piece of concrete with wires was tied to his testicles, and he was told to walk. It feels like it was drawing down my belly, drawing down inside of me. I could not take it anymore, and so I signed, Neal told the court. He added that Superintendent Brown showed him where to sign. Albertine Barrett wept as she told the court, in sworn testimony, that her husband, who had been a drug addict, used to beat her. She related several acts of cruelty done to her by him over an extended period, but she denied plotting with anyone to kill him. She admitted that she had been engaged in an affair with Carter while living with her husband, but claimed she knew nothing at all about how he met his death. Carter, who also gave sworn testimony in his defense, said that he gave a statement to the police, denying that he knew anything about the murder of Carlton Barrett. After all, the three accused successfully appealed their conspiracy to murder charge and were finally set free. Carlton Barrett's killing became one of the unsolved murder cases in Jamaica. Thanks for watching, and do remember to subscribe. Give it a like and share your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you again very soon for another video.
Many thanks for watching Reggae Gist Extra with Ras Dennis.